Thank you for coming out this evening. This is the high school band concert. If you're here for the high school choral concert, you won't find your child here. We have a new format this year, and we're doing a separate instrumental and choral concert. Because of the growth of the program, we now have 2 concert bands, 2 jazz bands, a jazz combo, percussion ensemble, a marching band, a color guide, 3 concert choirs, jazz choir, and an a cappella choir. So the groups are many, so we decided this year that we would split things up. So the high school choral concert will be on Friday, January 15th, 7:30 p.m. here at the high school. The program book, I would like to thank Debbie Podesta and Donna Connor for the wonderful program book. And when you get a chance, please support the local businesses that advertise in our book. So why don't you give Debbie Podesta and Donna Connor a big round of applause. It's a beautiful book. There were a lot of parents from Pops helping out this evening. I would like to thank Laurie Gover, Mary Coulter Bennett, Debbie Podesta, Eileen O'Donohue, John O'Donohue, Marla Potter, Kevin Rowan, Kathy Nye, Mary Rowan, Marlene Elmowitz. Please give them a big, warm welcome. And I would like to thank 3 members of our staff, Ann Dorgan, Danielle Horan, and Nick DeFrias. They work with the high school band along with Mr. Mange, and they're here helping tonight, so thank you so much. When you came in this evening, you might have noticed that we still have some spiritware that we're selling. We're having a fire sale. We're trying to get rid of all our spiritware at greatly reduced prices, so it's still time to shop. And Pops will be introducing a new line of apparel in the spring. So if you're looking for that last-minute gift, it's out in the hall and back for $5. Wonderful. Also, I'd like to thank Jeff Pickett and the Stoughton Media Access people for filming this concert this evening. Thank you so much, Jeff. And now I'd like to draw your attention to the green flyer. And one side says Pops membership. I would like to encourage every family to join Pops. By joining Pops, you show your support to the students and the volunteers of Pops. We have many Pops volunteers that help make the music program go. Without parent help and support, these opportunities that we offer to our students would look much different. Please consider joining Pops. I'm hopeful that every family that has a student at the high school, in the high school music program, to become a member. Mary Rowan is our membership chairperson. You can either mail the form to her, or maybe have your child drop it off to either Mr. Mange or Mr. Nicholson-Mann. On the other side, this is a family event, on the other side of the flyer is Pops gift cards. And it has information on buying Pops gift cards. Kevin Rowan is our chairperson for gift cards. Pops receives about 5% from the sale of each gift card. And we all know that everybody shops for food. And I've seen your children eat, so I know how much money you spend on food each week. So please consider purchasing gift cards from Pops on a regular basis. Kevin makes the process very easy. So he'll be out back at the end of the concert. Please say hello. Tonight is a very important night. We're teaming up with Relay for Life to benefit the American Cancer Society. Thank you to those who donated as you entered the auditorium this evening. There'll also be an opportunity to donate after the concert as well. Stoughton High School will be hosting its first Relay for Life event on Saturday, May 14th. And at this time, I would like to introduce a remarkable young lady, Stoughton High School junior Samantha Rowan, to say a few words.
Hi everyone, my name is Sam Rowan. I'm here to speak to you a little bit about Relay for Life. I would first like to thank Mr. Kearns and Pops for allowing us to dedicate this concert to Relay for Life and the American Cancer Society. This May, Stoughton High will be sponsoring our first Relay for Life. The event will be held on Saturday, May 14th, 2016, from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. on the high school track. Relay for Life is an organized community fundraising walk. Teams of people from the high school and the larger community will be walking the track and participating in games, activities, and other entertainment in order to raise as much money as possible for the American Cancer Society. Because it's a team event, individual participants are not required to be there the entire time. But since the event is so much fun, you'll find it hard to leave. Cancer has touched every single one of us. Relay for Life is a way for a community to raise money and help battle this horrible illness. Relay for Life raises money for cancer research, Hope Lodges, and other affordable accommodations for cancer patients, as well as transportation for patients. Again, we appreciate you joining us in this fight. Please create a team and sign up for this worthy community event at www.relayforlife.com/StoughtonMA. We hope to see you all on May 14th. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sam. And finally, our poinsettias. Thank you to all the families that purchased flowers and let us borrow them for the evening to decorate the stage. You can pick them up after the end of the concert. Looking at the stage, left to right, the flowers are marked alphabetically, kinda. So your last name is next to each plant, and the Hickey and Cochran families might find their flowers more towards this end. And without further ado, I would like to introduce the Stoughton High Concert Band under the direction of Mr. John Mange.
Good evening, everyone. My name is John Manch. This is the Stoughton High School Concert Band. They just played for you the Toccata for Band by Frank Erickson. Very, very classic band piece that we all, band directors, I guess I should say, know and love. This next piece, you may very well recognize it. It's Red River Valley. It's often associated with cowboys from the Southwest, but actually, it's from Canada. Interesting. So it's a North American folk song. The Cowboys sang it. It started in Canada. Really, really pretty tune. I hope you enjoy it. This final one, I haven't been teaching for that long, but I will say this. I have never done anything like this in my entire life. This is a very different piece of music. If you look on stage in the back, you can see that there are two speakers set up. We are now going to play with them, actually playing with us. We have a student in the back. Her name is Ashley Burrows. She is going to be playing the iPad on this piece. She actually has an app for this piece called The Machine Awakes, and this is our postmodern dubstep selection. So enjoy. That was Mosaic by Stephen Paulus. Stephen Paulus actually passed away last year. He was a very, very contemporary composer, writes all kinds of really interesting stuff for bands and orchestras. And I learned a couple days ago he's also a very good choir composer as well. So he was a man of many talents, and we will miss his music. The next piece is the Adagio for strings. If you look up on stage, you'll see that there's actually only 2 string players here, because this is not an orchestra, it's a band. So this is actually an arrangement of the Adagio for strings by Samuel Barber. And you may very well recognize this piece. This is one of the most famous pieces for orchestra ever written. And finally, we'll play the Prelude in Siciliano by Malcolm Arnold. This is a really fun piece. And when you're listening to the Siciliano, you've got to imagine that you're dancing in Sicily, because that's where that dance is from. All right, here it is, Malcolm Arnold. singing on the trumpet tomorrow, and Trevor Dubovine on the alto saxophone. Audience, this is our audience participation portion of the show. As you know, would you please take out your keys? You are not telling us to go home. You are participating in the sleigh bells. They're almost ready. Hold up your keys, please, if you have them. I see a lot of people that are not holding their keys up. Oh, that's better. That's better. Good. A few more. Very nice. Okay. We're going to try this really quick. I'm going to say 1, 2, ready, go. And everybody needs to shake their keys all at the same time. Does that make sense? Let's see if that happens. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Interesting. Well, sounds like we have a lot of sleighs out there. That'll be good. I think they're ready for the toss, and then we'll begin. The combined bands, all 130 of them. This next group is the Jazz Combo. I do not direct this group, I merely advise them. So I won't be even on stage because they run their own rehearsals. I just come in, I sit and I listen, and I give them suggestions. I say, hey, try this, try that. And they're very, very good about planning those rehearsals and choosing their own repertoire. So I believe today they're playing the Yardbird Suite and Blues 7. Sonny Rollins is Blues 7, and the Yardbird Suite is, of course, by the Yardbird, Charlie Parker. So would you please give a hand to the Stoughton High School Jazz Combo? Once again, give it up, John Podesta on the alto saxophone, Jamal Hosseini on the trumpet, Derek Westhaver on the drums, Hassan Khan on the bass, and Katie on the piano. All righty, and in just a minute, we'll have the Tuesday Jazz Band on stage. John Podesta on the alto saxophone. That arrangement comes directly from one of the most famous jazz bands in the world. It was written for Duke Ellington's band, but it was this particular arrangement was written for the Doc Severinsen Tonight Show band. If you are familiar with that group, Johnny Carson's group, very, very cool band. This next one, I think you'll know. Feel free to sing along if you know the words. And we had Mike Anderson on the trumpet. Wave Mike as you're coming back. He didn't hear me. And Sam Rowan on the tenor saxophone. So I think we'll finish with a mambo because it's December, so it's warm enough anyway. It's almost warm enough. This is Ron Con Con. It is by the famous, Tito Puente, who is the great timbali player from New York City. This is a really, and Cuba, of course, Cuba, originally, obviously. Before we play this, I have to thank a few people. We absolutely couldn't do anything that we do without Miss Ann Dorgan, who's somewhere in the back. Is she out there anywhere? She's back there. Mrs. Danielle Horan in the back over there. You can't see her, but I can. And new to the team, Mr. Nick DeFrias. These people come up to the high school on a weekly basis. We see all three of them every single week. They work with the bands, they work with the students, they're teaching lessons after school, they do small groups, they do individuals. Sometimes I'm running around doing crazy things and they're conducting the band, in fact. So we absolutely, we couldn't do what we do without those guys. And thank you to you, the parents, and of course, the parents group, Pops. Give Pops a hand. Thank you. There are too many of them. I can't name them all, but they're absolutely fabulous. And again, we couldn't do any of this without Pops. So finally, Ron Con Con by Tito Puente. And our soloists on that piece, John Podesta again on the alto saxophone, Mike Featherston on the guitar, and our fabulous Latin percussion section, Rashad Khan on the timbales, cowbells, Connor Kavanaugh on the congas, and Derek Westhaver on the set. Thank you so much for coming to see us. Have a wonderful evening and happy holidays.